In a remote corner of Siberia lies Oymyakon. It is known as the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Here, life is not just lived, it is endured. The people of this village wake up to this profound cold every single day for months on end. Imagine temperatures dropping to -50 or even -60 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, metal becomes brittle. A forgotten pair of glasses can freeze to your face. The simple act of taking out the rubbish requires a full outdoor suit and mental preparation. Daily routines are a constant battle against the freeze. Cars are left running for hours, sometimes all day. Batteries lose their power in an instant. Pen ink freezes solid. People wear layers upon layers of clothing. Traditional furs, reindeer. Traditional furs and fox. Their boots are thick and heavy, not for style, but to stop feet becoming blocks of ice. Every task takes longer and requires careful planning. Children learn about the cold from birth. They know not to touch metal with bare hands. They breathe through scarves to warm the air. School is sometimes cancelled below -52 degrees. The playground is a world of white. The snow squeaks like crunching sugar. Voices are swallowed by dense air. Life is quieter and built around home warmth and community. Survival here is a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. Houses stand on stilts above permafrost. If built on the ground, the heat would melt the permafrost and collapse the structure. Livestock are kept in insulated barns attached to houses. Stockpiles of food, hunting, ice fishing. Locals read the sky, the wind, and the snow. They do not fight the cold. They live with it, a hard and unyielding neighbor. Antarctica is a different kind of cold. It is a continent of ice, a place of extremes. It is the coldest, driest, and windiest place on the planet. Here, the cold is not just in the air, it is the land itself. The landscape is a vast, empty expanse of white and blue. There are no trees, no bushes, no signs of familiar life. There is only ice, rock, and the sky. The wind, the katabatic wind, can roar down from the polar plateau at speeds over 100 miles per hour. It is a living force that can tear a tent to shreds and push a person off their feet. The sensory experience here is surreal. The silence is profound, a deep and absolute quiet that is unlike anything else on Earth. When the wind stops, the only sound you can hear is the beat of your own heart and the flow of blood in your ears. The light is also strange. On a clear day, the sun can be blindingly bright, reflecting off the snow and ice with a fierce intensity. The ice itself glows with an internal blue light, a color so pure and deep, it seems almost unnatural. The air is so clean and clear that it can feel like you are breathing pure oxygen. To walk across the Antarctic ice sheet is to walk on another planet. Each step is a careful negotiation with the surface. You listen for the crunch of your boots on the snow, feeling for the stability of the ground beneath. You are always aware of the hidden dangers, crevasses, deep cracks in the ice that can be hidden by a thin bridge of snow. A single misstep can be your last. You move with a purpose, tied to your teammates by a rope, a lifeline in this beautiful but unforgiving world. Your path is a tiny scar on an immense, pristine wilderness. This is a place for science and for discovery. Small research stations dot the coastline, pockets of warmth and human activity in the middle of nowhere. Here, scientists study the climate, the ice, and the unique life that clings to existence in the frigid ocean. They are modern-day explorers, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. For them, survival is a daily reality. They rely on specialized equipment, careful procedures, and each other. In this vast, empty continent, the bonds between people become incredibly strong. They are all that stand between you and the crushing power of the cold. Extreme cold has a direct and immediate impact on the human body. It is a relentless assault on your system. The first thing to go is the feeling in your extremities. Your fingers become numb and clumsy. Your toes become numb and clumsy. Your body responds by pulling blood away from the skin and limbs, concentrating blood around your vital organs to keep your core temperature stable. This is a survival mechanism, but it leaves you vulnerable. Fingers, toes, nose, ears. Frostbite is the freezing of your tissues, which can cause permanent damage and even lead to amputation. It is a constant lurking threat. Breathing becomes a conscious effort. The air is so cold and dry it hurts to draw it deep into your lungs. It can feel like inhaling tiny shards of glass. This is why you must cover your mouth and nose to warm the air before it enters your body. Your heart has to work harder, beating faster to pump warm blood through your system. This increased effort consumes energy, making you feel tired more quickly. If your core temperature begins to drop, hypothermia sets in. The first signs are shivering, confusion. Eventually, it leads to a dangerous drowsiness. The cold makes you want to sleep, a fatal temptation. But the cold also awakens your senses in surprising ways. Your sense of sight becomes incredibly sharp. In the clear, dry air, colors appear more vivid. The white of the snow is not just one color: white, gray, blue. The low sun at dawn or dusk can paint the entire landscape in hues of pink, orange, purple. You become attuned to the subtle shifts in light and shadow. You notice the delicate, intricate patterns of ice crystals forming on a window pane. The world, stripped of its usual distractions, reveals a stark and minimalist beauty. Sound changes too. The cold makes the world quieter. Snow absorbs sound, creating a feeling of peaceful isolation. But you also learn to hear new things. You can hear the faint whisper of wind moving across the snow. You can hear the distant groan of a glacier as it shifts. The silence itself becomes a sound, a presence that fills the space around you. It is a silence that allows you to hear your own thoughts more clearly. In the cold, you are forced to turn inward, your own inner state, your own strength and your own fears. In these frozen worlds, you discover the profound importance of simple comforts. A cup of hot tea is not just a drink, it is a moment of pure bliss. The steam warms your face and hands. The heat spreads through your body, a wave of life and energy. The warmth of a stove or a fire becomes the center of your universe. You huddle around it, sharing its life-giving heat with others. A group huddled around a small glowing stove inside a wooden hut, faces lit by warm light, tea being poured, and hands cupped around a mug. In Oymyakon, people will share stories and laughter about the absurdities of their frozen life, like eyelashes freezing together. In Antarctica, a shared meal in a cramped hut becomes a feast, a celebration of community. Survival here is not just about physical endurance, it's about knowledge and preparation. We have fabrics that can trap body heat while letting moisture escape. We have vehicles designed to operate in temperatures that would shatter normal steel. Weather forecasting allows us to anticipate storms and drops in temperature. This knowledge is what makes life possible in these impossible places. It is a partnership between human ingenuity and the raw power of nature. We learn the rules of the cold. We design our lives and our technology to follow them. To visit these places is to learn a different rhythm of life. Time seems to slow down. Each action must be deliberate and thoughtful. You learn to appreciate the small things, the warmth of the sun on your face for a few brief moments, the shelter of a rock from the wind, the sight of a fellow human being. You develop a deep respect for the environment and for the people who have made it their home. The cold is not an enemy to be conquered. It is a teacher. It teaches you about your own limits, and it shows you the incredible strength you possess. In the heart of the deepest cold, you feel both incredibly small and intensely alive. The world is stripped down to its essential elements: ice, sky, rock, and your own fragile warmth. You see the thin, delicate line that separates life from death, comfort from struggle, and you see the simple, quiet courage of the people who walk that line every day. This is the true feeling of Earth's coldest places. It is not just about danger or hardship. It is a sharp, quiet wonder, a profound sense of awe that warms you from the inside long after you have come in from the cold.